last night after Arcnama, Twitter was in shambles after the Arc System Works, which they finally revealed Guilty Gear 2020 gameplay for the first time. Even though the devs did state like 30 times it's in demo form and nowhere near the final product, the FGC went into full rage mode. I've seen many comments like, this game looks so trash right now, or this game has me disappointed, it's not Guilty Gear at all. I mean, dude, if it's that serious, I'ma just give you a chance to change the future. Arc Revel is having a playable demo for the game, and to be honest, if you really want to fix all the concerns, please submit heavy feedback there at that event. Last night I actually saw the developers' feelings pour out about fighting games, and personally, I kinda agree, he kinda right, but at the same time, the fans are right too. Number one, the FGC doesn't like change a lot. Heck, I barely don't either. You know, I'll take that saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it to heart. However, the dev was just talking about how hard it is to take leaps within the fighting game genre because of the thought and fear to getting judged for new things or new ideas. There's two sides always to one penny, unless it's a fake one. However, enough of the controversial stuff, let's get into what I loved about the first demo build of Guilty Gear 2020's gameplay. Number one, I really did like the HUD. It's simple and clean, but also I even know this, and I'm not even a veteran Guilty Gear fan, so far it's weaker than older GG games and other Arc System Works titles, period. But again, the game is still in beta and really early stages of development. What we saw last night will probably 100% not even reflect the final product. I promise you, it might even change or look really good by the time the closed beta happens, which is spring 2020. Only thing I don't like about the HUD is the character portraits moving. I kind of found it mad jarring and weird, but then I feel like I would totally get used to it after like an hour of play or consistently just looking at it and playing, period. Oh my god, this is something I really love about this game. This is actually like a 2019 feature in Arc System Works fighting games, and they've been adding into their fighting games. It's just so good. Have you ever went to the command menu for the first time and you picked a random character, you did a move, but then it never did anything or you didn't know how to use it? Well, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus introduced this first with this closed beta, but Guilty Gear is doing it as well. This is really good for a newer player eyes because they would just go look at the move list and go, so what's this supposed to do though? It clears up less frustration if you lose after learning something because you can see the application of what the move is or what it's used for. Alright, we gotta talk about the intros, bro. The intros are golly. It is so OD. It gives me vibes from a lot of other games. And I feel like they took some very good references from a lot of NetherRealm fighting games with their intros. Oh my gosh. It reminds me just of like an MK11 or Injustice 2 intro. And I feel like they added their own anime twist to it. It looks so beautiful. Y'all did really good. And this is probably not even the final product. Me personally, I loved everything I saw in the gameplay. It looked pretty good, it looked pretty fast, it looked freaking astounding. I was on the way with it and it looks so cool to me. However, I do understand the hardcore fans of Guilty Gear and how they feel. Prime example, I heard there is no Okuzumi play in the game or barely any of it at all. For people that don't know what Okuzumi means, it's a term used in fighting games which refers to like pressuring the opponent while they're getting up after being knocked down. Here, the game is starting to become more neutral heavy than actually be more Guilty Gear-esque. It's trying to make it to where it's just more neutral more than all of the crazy, cool, wacky stuff that Guilty Gear is known for. I do want to say this though. I have my own personal opinion on fighting games currently, and I feel like everything is kind of becoming a Street Fighter-esque clone and everything is being more neutral oriented, and that's cool and all, but it's also taking away, in my opinion, some of the creativity and freedom a lot of players love, or at least what I like in fighting games. I'm not saying I'm the best at the world in fighting games, heck, even good. I'm just okay enough to play them at a competent level, but I do believe that we need to express more freedom in the games, and a lot of universal stuff and changes that they're doing with a lot of fighting games nowadays is making older fans either drop off and die, but also creating new players. So at Arc Revel, if you're going, please submit your feedback to the game. I would like the game to be easier to play for a new GG fan, but at the same time have a whole bunch of depth, creativity, and freedom within its gameplay. Do I think the gameplay looks bad? Hell no. I think it looks wonderful how it is. But at the same time, I'm not a traditional Guilty Gear fan. I'm more on the wave of like BlazBlue, Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm games, and Smash. Those are my main categories. I know, the weird Unga games. But regardless, that's how I feel. I think it looks beautiful, and I think everything looks amazing so far, and it's only the beginning, and they got a whole year plus or however long they want to work on this game to come out. The game is supposed to come out in 2020, and it doesn't have a definite release date, and the closed beta is in spring of 2020. So there's a lot of room for adjusting, tweaks, and fixes over the next couple months and so on. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV. Join my Discord in the description channel down below for more updates. I'm planning on a BB Tag 2.0 tournament, so if you want to get the DLC characters for free, I might plug that for y'all. And remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalla, peace.